Hey there Internet, Keeve here, and welcome to the Cars with Keeve YouTube channel. In this video we're going over the Tucool Foam Cannon. As you see to the right here, this will be used for some comparisons. This is the Swift Auto Care Foam Cannon. We basically proved that this is a Pro V2 MJJC foam cannon. And I've also heard since that video from insiders in the industry that yes, MJJC is white labeling their Pro V2 design. Pretty sure that's a business move to capitalize on an amazing design that does very, very well while they're focusing on their new Pro V3, which will be exclusive to them. Only $42.50, $43. This is now 86 bucks, but I think they finally realized that they're selling pretty good. They have 100 reviews at a 4.9 rating. It has a 4.3 rating, I think with like 40 ratings or so, which is kind of low for this kind of product. Maybe close to the most balanced foam cannon that's out there. You have to make it fall over for it to fall over. 1000 milliliter on the Swift is right here. 1000 milliliter on the Tucool is up here. It's slightly less wide. This one takes a little more effort to hold on to. This one's definitely a little bit thinner, so definitely more ergonomic. I mean, the manifold design is exactly the same. The Tucool did a little emboss, a little laser engrave into the side there. Now, one of the major complaints was leaking, not providing foam. Now, one thing I first noticed, well, the orifice is just sitting in the hole like threaded one thread, maybe two threads. It's still halfway out. That would cause a lot of leaking issues. That would cause some foam issues. It does come with the MJJC style double sandwich, two metal filters with a little foam one in between. Take the one inside out. See how easily I got that out? Like, I don't know, sometimes quality on this stuff. All right, that one fits. 0.039, the 0.040 just does not fit. 0.039, 0.040, 0.99. 0.99 orifice. Now, the other one's 0.040, 1.016. That is incredibly small. And you're telling them it's coming with a 1.25 installed, and it's a 0.99. That is going to put some load on a pressure washer. And that's why I saw some comments from people with gas pressure washers saying they had to turn their gas pressure washer to loader valve down to be able for it to work. Krenzla, AR Blue, and Active 2.0. Those are going to put out a ton of amperage. Probably with Ryobi, Greenworks, I think you're going to be borderline close to that 15 amp mark as well with those, maybe a little bit more. They reached out to me when I bought it, like the day after I bought it, after it had already been shipped. They basically said, hey, we have some new 1.25 and 1.35 nozzles. Do you want us to send those? I'm like, sure, send them. But here's what they sent. 2 packages, not labeled. So now from a consumer standpoint, what is the consumer going to do if they don't know what it is? They're going to have to sit there and eyeball it. 1.19 fits. So I'm going to say it's probably like a 1.20, 0.051, 1.29. So not quite 1.35, but 1.3 and 1.2. Here's your close-up. You can just tell that is your MJJC Pro V2. Your M22 feels the exact same. Thickness of the walls around the manifold are the thicker than ones you see out there. The riser is there. The ports up top are there, but you see the difference? That top? That's what I've been looking for. Feels so much better in the hands. You see we have our fully adjustable, very tense. That's good. The fan spread is actually a little bit more tense than the Swift Auto Care one was, so that's nice there too. But you can tell how much thinner this plastic is. It's very, very cheapy feeling. You can hear the plastic crack as I grip it with my fingers. This could probably break if I did drop it. As you can see, there's the cap. There is your diaphragm for your waterproof stuff. The slightly different design here does make it easier to get the top on and off. There's your straw, your weighted ball. One thing about it, just like the other MJJC type products, the straw is always cut to the right length. And there's that flat bottom I was telling you about. Look at that. Slight little concave, but man, it's got some amazing balance. We're going to tear that out to 0, and then we're going to fill it up. 2.32 pounds, 1,052. So it is beyond the mark, which is good and bad. If you're using a dilution and you pick this foam cannon, a little less water or a little more soap. Before we get any further into the video, go ahead and check out the links below for anything in the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out carsandkey.com. Let's turn around and do some foaming. Well, I got my mix already. 1 ounce of Incredible Suds from DIY Detail. A great soap. 1 ounce to your 1,000 milliliter mark. Well, guess what? The 1,000 milliliter mark on this is 1,050. So we have 50 milliliters more water than normal. So that's going to dilute your foam a little bit. One thing I did notice when I was, shaking it up and thinking this is a waterproof top, it's not. It leaks, and it's leaking right out of the diaphragm. That's why the Pro V2 and the Swift are in that higher categories, because they didn't cheap out in areas. But when you get into this lower value, you're not going to get everything you want. The Bare Force Foam Cannon leaks like a sieve. Now there, as you see, the Foting, the Amazon pressure washer special that isn't even as good as a Greenworks. So perfect for those smaller orifice testing. The Active 2.0 at the top, we're going to test the 1.3 nozzle they sent us that they think is 1.35. Then we'll go down to what they think is 1.25, but it's really a 1.2. See the difference between those two. And then we'll move on. We'll keep the 1.2 in there. Try that with the Foting to see if you could use it for both foam level. Then we'll move down to the 0.99 that they sent with the bottle to see how that works. We have our SGS 28 gun. We have our Kevlar Blue Shield hose right here. You may notice this little nozzle. These are ridge washer nozzles. Everything in the link below, like I said earlier. But this is from Matt Car Care. I don't get any affiliate or anything from that, but it's somebody who reached out. They had this pretty cool idea of this little universal nozzle holder. I don't know if it's sold out or not, but it's pretty cool. Exactly what I was expecting out of a product like this. As you see, it's not moving at all. Now this is the 1.20. Remember, that foam level was from a 1.3. Much larger than anything that comes with the normal foam can, really meant for higher flow pressure washers and gas pressure washers. This is the 1.2, so this should foam quite well with the Active and this foam cannon. That's the thick stuff right there. From a distance, probably from this camera angle, I'm sorry if I'm not closer, it probably looks the same, but it is definitely stickier. And just the dimples are more pronounced. This is exactly what I'm expecting from an MJJC level product. Not expecting all this leaking that's going on though. Yeah, we're safe. We're at about 14.5, 14.6 amps. Not safe. Now, a lot of people like thinner foam, but if you can get a product that does really cool, thick foam, you can dial it back. And when you dial it back, you can lose less soap. So we have our Foting hooked up, water coming from the Flexilla hose, but they're using the same spray gun and the same hose reel from the pressure washer. This is that 1.2, so it should do a little bit better than with a 1.25, obviously. So this is what I really like about the MJJC style products. They foam better. So when you're running a lower end pressure washer, you don't have to use a 1.1. With that 1.2, it still produced pretty good foam. Not thick foam like the Active can do with the same size. It's running a little bit more, but it's still really good foam. Now there's that foam. That's what that 1.1 does. Really good foam, man. It just makes me happy. I know the world is going rinseless and everybody's pushing rinseless, but I will continue to go with foam because that's what makes this enjoyable for me. It's what makes it fun. Rinseless washing to me is not fun. Now this is the 1.01. So definitely the smallest orifice I've ever used here. I am not going to try the one under it, the 0.99. But once we're done with this, we'll check amperage to see if it's safe. To be honest with you, not that much thicker than with the 1.1 that we had in there. Let's check the amperage. I think we're somewhat safe. A little over 14, 14.2, 14.3. It could be just this pressure washer too. But if you have the 1.01, it's going to produce some pretty dang good foam. Well, there you go. The Tucool Foam Cannon. Obviously, this was white labeled with MJJC, just based off of what I've seen so far and what I know. They've just made some concessions with, obviously you saw it was leaking. This plastic feels thinner, cheaper. The bottle was off by 50 milliliters, so our foam would have been better, but we did have 50 milliliters more of water in here. I don't know if that's gonna make that much of a difference. The top knob is where the biggest change is. The balance, really, really good. Overall, for $43, that's a really dang good foam cannon. Just gotta watch the orifice sizes. It's coming with a 0.99 and a 1.01. Now, that doesn't mean that yours would come with it if you did buy one. I have no idea, but now you can't trust the accuracy of what they send you. But what they did send in the mail was much closer to what they said it was going to be. If you are running an Active 2.0, AR Blue, Krenzla, or a gas pressure washer, make sure they reach out to you. If they didn't, reach out to them and say, hey, I heard you guys were sending these 1.2 and 1.3s. Because at some point, I think those are going to make their ways into the inventory that they already have. There you go. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the links below for anything in the video. And I'll see you in the next video. The Tucool. Well, there you go. It has it. Well, there you go. It has a. Oh, God, that thing was on it so much. Why is that so funny? Okay. And inside the device. Okay, so we got our mix all right. It is slightly better. You know, it is definitely better. It's not. You see, we're about the same time. We're about the same time point as the. We're about the same time point. Oh my gosh, we're about the same point. All you have to do is turn the dial, and then you're just gonna you can do dial it. Jesus, it's within my my something's up right. That can't be right. There's no way that 1.1. Oh, I sprayed on a wet panel. I sprayed it on a wet panel. Forgot to blow it up. Rookie mistake.
Yeah, okay. I did that. Rookie mistake.